It started just after dawn. Iranian amphibious forces, hidden behind the haze off the Gulf, stormed Florida's western shores. In a calculated strike, they hit Miami, Fort Myers, and parts of the Panhandle. Within hours, chaos erupted, but what they didn't account for was Florida. They thought they could invade the land of gators and God-fearing folks. "Bless their hearts," said Big Ray, a swamp guide from Okeechobee. He was one of the first to rally the locals, riding in on an airboat rigged with deer rifles and moonshine Molotovs. Across the state, everyday people rose up. Teachers became tacticians, fishermen became fighters. Retirees pulled out Vietnam-era gear and said, "Time to show these boys what the old dogs can do." But the turning point wasn't just the cities, it was the swamps. "We don't take kindly to folks stomping through our waters with boots and guns," muttered Miss Loretta, a 73-year-old gator farmer who ambushed a squad with a crossbow from her duck blind. "Out here, the gators ain't pets, they're family." Legend spread fast about the Gator Riders, a crew of camo-clad rebels from the Big Cypress who had trained their massive swamp gators to pull flatboats loaded with ammo and makeshift armor. One invader was overheard in a radio intercept screaming, "They're riding the damn things!" Before the transmission cut out with a splash, local militias took up nicknames like the Seminole Reapers and the Gator Guard. Volunteers from Georgia, Alabama, and Mississippi flooded in through back roads with old trucks, homemade explosives, and unwavering resolve. It wasn't just a battle, it became a Southern stand. The U.S. military finally arrived in full force after 4 days, but it was the homegrown heroes who held the line until then. Airboats were turned into gunships. Bass boats became blockade runners. A group of retired Disney engineers even hacked old animatronics to run surveillance drones. By the end of the second week, Florida stood free. "They thought we were just a bunch of barefoot swamp rats," said Jed Mudfoot Collins, reloading his shotgun while grilling gator tail over an open flame. "But we're the last line of defense between this land and hell itself." Aftermath: swamp, steel, and spirit. The Gator Riders were awarded honorary National Guard status. Their unofficial motto: float, fight, finish. A statue of Miss Loretta, crossbow in one hand and gator leash in the other, now stands in Tallahassee. Iran's invasion was repelled not just by firepower, but by the unbreakable will of a people who know that no one fights harder than a Floridian on their own turf.